Velotric, one of my favorite companies. Best e-bike company that we've dealt with. They always make good quality stuff. Let's go to the intro. Let's get into this one because it's been a long time and this is a very nice bike for the ladies.
What have you been up to?
I've been riding on a daydream.
So Velotric is a company that's been around for a while. All their products that we've ever received has been top quality. We originally did a review starting off with them when we were down in Vero Beach, when we were full-time RVing, and they sent us a couple of bikes, a Discover one and a Nomad one. And I'm gonna be doing a review also on a Nomad 2, and I can't wait. But this is an entry. This is a first model for them. It's a Breeze 1. And although they don't really like the unboxing part of things because they have a video that shows how to do all the assembly, you know, they instruct you how to do it. I do want to give you the impressions of the bike, what it's like. I'm going to tell you right now that the quality is going to be top notch. Their customer service is going to be top notch. And we have been very happy with every bike that we've ever reviewed from them. It's amazing that we've never had a product that's come from them that I just go, well, they kind of phoned this one in. All of them just really good quality. So what's inside this box? It's the Breeze 1, Velotric Breeze 1. Again, whenever they come out with a new model, they just keep the same name and they'll change the model to, like, it'll be a Breeze 2, for example. But this one here comes in a variety of colors. You can get it in violet haze, ocean mist, classic scarlet, satin white, slate gray. And there's two different sizes. You can get either a regular size or a large size. Now these are step-through bikes, and I'm going to show you what that looks like whenever I get on it. Yeah, this is the regular size. As this one's for my wife. She's a little bit shorter, and the regular size will cover 4'11". That is 4'11". My wife's short, and she's still 5'4", I think. And it goes all the way up to 5'8". Then they have a large size that's for 5'6" to 6'4". This is 48 pounds. This is one of the lighter bikes. This is a step-through design. This is like a very nice, classic looking bike. It's a step-through. You know, I always have envisions of people on bikes over in Europe and what those bikes may look like because they're kind of refined. And do you guys remember the moped that was called a Velo Solex, I believe was the brand, and it had the engine on the front? I know that you've seen it in various movies, but the design is so simple and it's very refined considering how old it was. Well, that's what this kind of looks like. This one has sort of a nice step-through design, which we'll see, and it's just simple. It's just simple and classic, but that doesn't mean it doesn't have good components and good features. This thing has what they call their Velotric Comfort Max, comfortable seat and grips, ergonomic frame design. That's a big deal with a lot of these companies. Just because you're getting a bike that has a step-through design doesn't mean that when you sit on it, that it doesn't feel right. I've had plenty of bikes that you couldn't even like reach to scratch your nose because the steering wanted to get away from you. It just didn't feel right. And that's because they didn't get like the center of gravity, the trailing center, which is an imaginary line from the front to the back. Maybe they didn't get the rake correctly, the seat post positioning. I mean, all that comes into play. Velotric always looks into that stuff and designs their things considering that. The other thing it has is a low step through. They're referring to it as 380 millimeters, but it is a very low step through for, you know, older people or maybe just lazy people like myself. So they list this as a 750 watt motor. They say it has a 70-mile range. I'm going to tell you that that varies so much. How heavy are you? What's the wind like? What's the terrain like? Are you pedaling all the time? How much do you have on the pedal assist? Like my wife, she has a tendency to make these batteries last a really long time. My big butt, using throttle mainly, I go through the batteries pretty quick. This has two different sensors for the pedal assist, as I just mentioned. They have a cadence sensor and a torque sensor, and you can adjust that to your preference. Now, a lot of these bikes, you don't get that. You get one sensor, and most of the time, it's not the torque sensor. So the cadence sensor, what I found with that is you can make the bike go faster with a lesser amount of effort on the pedals, because you're just turning them with your feet. You're not actually putting any effort in it other than just to rotate the pedals. And the assist will continue to supply power to the motor that way. Now, if you want to do the effort, if you want to do it a more sensitive way and you want to get to that kind of speed, then you put it on torque. Now, if you're just an everyday rider like Heidi, she doesn't try to go for top speed. She just wants to ride. I think the torque sensor is a little bit better because it's based on how much input she puts into the pedal. Again, Velotric's offering you not only both sensors, but the ability to swap between the two. This is UL listed. It's an IPX6 rating. And the other thing it has, which I don't have iPhone products, it has Apple MyFind, sorry. And that's so you can locate the bike. And it also has Apple Health. So it can track how much you're actually riding it, pedaling it, the distance you're going, stuff like that. So let me open this up. We'll look at the packaging quickly. It's always the same, great packaging, but you know, if they're going to do the effort of making it that great, I'm going to show it to you. And then at that point in time, I'll go ahead and assemble it. If I find anything that I come across during the assembly that seems out of line from what the instructions say, I may mention it. Or if I find a little trick or a little cheat during the assembly process, I'll mention it. But let's go ahead and look at the packaging first. I'll try to hold this as steady as possible, but look how simple and how perfect they've got this packaging down. You don't have an over excess of styrofoam, and you have the bare minimum as far as the wire ties or zip strips, whatever you want to call them. And I misspoke. It's Apple Find My. I don't know what I was saying before. Oh, and as far as the instructions, yeah, scan the QR code and it'll show you the entire video on how to assemble this. But I wanted to show you the packaging. Again, they do such a good job. Wow, that is a nice color. I'm colorblind and I can see it's got some kind of metal flake in there. Wow, good choice on my part, because I just look for the brightest color because you want to be seen on the road. Yeah, I mean, why get dark and black and everything? Everybody got black bikes out there, and I'll tell you what, you keep on running those black bikes and you get on the road and you see what happens if you aren't lit up well enough. I know that I wasn't going to show you really the packaging anymore or anything. This is kind of what it looks like when you get all the foam off of it. And the thing I want to bring your attention to, though, is just how nice. I mean, it's always nice. Look how, you know, it's just perfect, right? It's got all the stuff for you. It's numbered out. There you go. Manual and tools, pedals, the accessories, the charger. What a great, great thing. Every time I do one of these, I love it. Okay, it's all together, and I'm going to have to tell you that this is probably the nicest bike that we've ever had in our possession. You can add a rack on the back. You can add a rack on the front. It does not have front suspension because this is a trail style bike. This is a bike that's meant to basically take somebody who's trying to get out of a bicycle and into an electric bike, but they don't want to lose the way that their bicycle felt. This is it. There's no suspension on it. It's got a comfort seat on it. I think that you might be able to add even a little bit better seat than what's on there, but that one's very good that's on there now. And it has got just quality written all over it. The menu was so easy to navigate because they give you a card that tells you how everything works. And look at this. If it's on boost and I've got the setting all the way up on 5, check this out and listen. That thing is flying. I mean, that is a pretty good clip that has been, that accelerated to. I love this bike. I think Heidi's gonna love this bike. The headlight, you can see the spill here, very bright. Now, I'll have to mess with the cable management a little bit. I've got it, I need to do a little better there. They give you a tie for that to help you, but this light is so bright for such a small little bulb. But more importantly, check out the lights on the back. Now, I'm gonna say the same thing that I've always said, and that is these lights, they're not gonna be seen for a long ways. They give you reflectors that you can add on this. I did not add them on here. We don't plan on riding this into the street, maybe trails, but still, the idea that they have these integrated into these down forks without it somewhere else, and not only that, but it does some cool stuff. Let me show you here. Of course, here's the brake lights, much brighter. We'll try to show that a little better on the camera, but check this out. And there's an audible beep. Then you hit the same button to cancel it. That's really cool. I would think that all the manufacturers would do something like that, but no, they haven't. This does have hydraulic disc brakes. You can see here the reservoirs, they're Tektros. The shifting mechanism on this is an 8-speed. That is up from the standard 6. That is up from the little bit better 7. 8-speed is really good, has Kenda tires on it. Everything, again, about this bike is just quality, and the way that it's designed, it just looks very refined. And again, I mean, you guys seen these old French movies and stuff like that. Could you not picture this over in Norway riding around on the streets? It just looks like a nice classic bike. I love what they've done. They've hit it out of the park. A lot of adjustability, of course, the seat up and down. The handlebars, you can change the position. You can raise them up. You can lower them based on the angle here. And of course, you can change the angle on your handlebars through here to give you a different position if you want. But I think that's a nice swept back look. And I think that it's very, very nice look. Again, I can't say enough about the way that it looks. Okay, so how does it ride? Well, I just went up the drive and back, and it's got good pickup whenever you have it in the highest setting, which I always do. And you have it, the speed limit changed, which I have it set up to where the speed limit is 28 miles per hour when you pedal. The speed limit is 28 miles an hour when you pull the trigger or push the thumb throttle. You can set that to whatever you want, and you can make it the class of bike that is required in your state. So be aware of that. Be aware that a lot of these states are cracking down on how fast the bikes can go, and it's because of irresponsible riding. Here's what I say. Set it at the highest settings if nobody checks that stuff on you, and just use it and go the speed limit that you want to go. Now, whenever you're riding it, you can change, again, the cadence on this or torque sensor just by pushing this button here. It'll switch it over back and forth. It all depends on what kind of riding you want to do. So I think this is, again, out of the park. So what we're going to do is we're going to get Heidi on this. We're going to go for a ride, and we're going to see what this thing's like. But, man, what a beautiful bike.
They're both nice looking bike. Yeah. Even the seat's not that bad.
Yeah. So even though that's a comfort seat, I think that I would do a little bit different seat for you.
Oh, yeah, this
Yeah, when I rode it yesterday in the driveway, I noticed that too.
I mean, it's not horrible, but...
Right.